Hi guys, it's Hania here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to make these beautiful and delicious rustic tarts. We have here blueberry tart and also ricotta peach tart. These are so easy to make. Let's get started. First we have to make the dough. So to make the dough I like to use all-purpose flour. I also like to process some oats in a food processor for a little bit. You don't want to get oat flour, you just want to get a finer texture of old-fashioned oats. And also you're gonna need some chopped crystallized ginger and cardamom. For the wet ingredients we're gonna be using chilled water and then also some chilled butter. List of all the ingredients is posted also down below in the description area with the exact measurements for this recipe. Now combine all of the dry ingredients and also crystallized ginger. Now add chilled butter. You can also do this in a food processor, but I wanted to show you that if you don't have a food processor, you can also make this dough by hand. I'm basically pressing the butter between my fingers. Now I'm adding sugar that I forgot to add. So with the dry ingredients, you would also add some granulated sugar and brown sugar. So once you have like a pea-sized butter pieces there, we are ready to add cold water. I'm only going to add a little bit of chilled water just until I can gather everything into a bowl. You really don't want to knead this dough. You want also to have little pieces of butter there, so make sure you don't overwork the butter, because that's what's gonna make this dough really flaky once baked. When baking, the butter melts and it leaves little pockets behind, and those pockets are going to make the dough really flaky. So once you have a disc formed, we're gonna wrap it in a plastic wrap and we have to refrigerate this for at least 1 to 2 hours. You can also let it rest in the refrigerator overnight. It does firm up quite a bit, so before you try to roll it out, make sure you let it rest at room temperature for about 10 minutes or so it's easier to roll out. Now for the fillings, I'm using fresh peaches. Peaches are in season, they're really yummy, super juicy, and if needed you can also add some sugar to the slices. Gently stir it to coat the peaches and set it aside. Another filling, I'm using ricotta cheese, 1 whole egg yolk and also some granulated sugar. So we're just gonna stir this together until well combined and we'll set it aside. Also a little bit of vanilla. Vanilla is always good to have. So here is the dough that we made. It's pretty firm. I'm going to cut it in half. Kind of press the dough into a little ball and then we are going to roll it out. Now I'm going to also use some crushed graham crackers. So I'm going to sprinkle this on the bottom just so the dough doesn't stick to the bottom, and then we're gonna roll it out. This is not your traditional pie dough because it has oats in it, so it's not super smooth, but I really like using oats because as they bake they just add a really nice crunch and texture and a little bit of nuttiness to the dough. So once you have it rolled out, now we're gonna spread the cheese filling. And onto the cheese filling, I'm also adding a layer of crushed cookies. These are graham crackers or you can use butter cookies, whatever you have on hand. And now we can layer the peach slices. And you can use any fruit that you like. Apples are great, strawberries, figs are great as well. You can add nuts and other things to this free-form tart. So now we're gonna basically just lift the ends and very gently press it onto the peaches. And now we're ready to proceed with the blueberry tart. So as you see here, I already rolled out my dough, and then get the crushed cookies and just spread a thin layer on top of that. Stir some brown sugar into the blueberries, and then just layer these on the top. And now again, we're just going to fold this over and press gently. I'm trimming the parchment here so I can fit both of these on one baking sheet. Last thing, we're gonna brush the dough with some egg white. Now take some sugar and sprinkle it on the top. Now these look beautiful as they are, but once they are baked, they're gonna be golden brown. You have to let them cool for a little bit. You can also enjoy this with some ice cream or whipped cream if you'd like. My favorite dough is the blueberry one. Especially when blueberries are in season, it's just amazing. You can get them really cheap, so you can be really generous with the blueberries on the tart. And they are juicy and full of flavors, super yummy. I hope you guys will give this recipe a try. Let me know if you do so. I would love to hear your feedback, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.